Well, hello and good morning, my children. Try to get a little closer so I don't have to talk so loud. Still the same video problems where I'm not quite set up how I would like to. I want to talk louder than I need to talk louder than I feel comfortable um, being out in the open like this. And anyway, turn up the volume, I guess. Um, Journaling, again, don't want to. Doing it anyway. If I don't, it won't get done. Um, you remember your father, children. I mean, don't mind taking time to make a decision and to reflect and discuss and look at all the angles and things like that. But I mean, decision gets made. Sometimes you just got to take the leap. Um, like your dad getting into cold water. You know, I don't like cold water, but I would get in it, especially for you folks, your kids wanting to play. I only wander in so far, right? And after that, I make the commitment. I'm either getting in or I ain't. And if I am, I'm just going to jump on in and get soaked from head to toe, right? Just get it over with. I'm going in anyway. Let's just do it. So that's kind of how it is with these videos. I can tiptoe around the edge of the water, think about doing the video. What am I going to say? Getting myself ready. I haven't even showered or had a shave. Been up since 4 a.m. Well, that's when I got out of bed. Wasn't going to go back to sleep. And if I laid there any longer, I was just going to hurt even more. So, again, take the leap, get up, get my body moving, start searching for some relief. It's just tough time still. I mean, last video, running across the anniversary, if you will, of the day of the last conversation with you, Liam. I've had Sterling's birthday. Yesterday was Eric's. Family's around the corner. Just a tough time. Be where I am right now. And be positive and inspirational. Yeah, it's a struggle. So, inspiration. What can I say? It's inspirational. I'm about to share with you where I've been, what's been going on. I guess let's just start with the dream. Um, Talked about it before. I don't know where to start. None of this is planned. I'm shooting off the cuff here. Um, Drags these videos out, I know, but nobody's watching them anyway. So, but they're there. Let me get start, Liam, reminding you, and I've done this in another video, I know, at least one time, maybe two. I got ill, and we were looking at all those surgeries and that long recovery and the question marks at the end. Leaving our home, things changing. You and I were talking in the fern garden. One of the few places we can quickly get off alone and have some one-on-one. You had your Minecraft, and had a dream of being online and sharing that same kind of interest and enjoyment. I didn't know the first thing about any of that. Um, but we talked, and I said, I had this book that I wanted to write, and if everything went well with the surgeries and recovery and so forth, um, getting back to work after all that, was going to pursue my doctorates, and writing this book be kind of preparation for that. Um, and that I wanted to do some videoing myself and create some kind of platform where people could share and interact over some particular subjects. And anywho's, in my pursuit of doing these things for me and for our family, um, looking ahead to the future, that was an unknown, but also an opportunity. Um, that you, in your dream, could ride along mine, and that I'll have the same equipment, right? That you're going to want to use. I'll be learning about the same platforms that you're going to be interested in using, and you can go ahead and play in my sandbox with me. We'll play together and grow together our dreams during this time of tragedy. And then when you're old enough, you're all ready to be set, ready to go, jump out with your own wings. So that was the plan. And I guess I'm just trying to continue that dream, son. Um, I wrote the book. And I spoke to people here in Albany about following a PhD. There are a couple I was interested in. I've sat down with the directors of the departments and the universities here about particular programs, about me, my interest, my health as well, just looking ahead. PhD is not for me. There's the idea of it, the concept, and then there's the reality. Too much politics. Education isn't exactly built just around being educational anymore. It's guided, it's directed, not an open forum. But anywho, so not for me. So I found another path. Found myself in my artistry. During my journey of self-discovery. So I wrote a book, and this time it came out to be a book of poetry. Just fine with me. So I got a book out there. Thing is, it's been out there for a while. 2 years it's been out there for free. Didn't have a table of contents or illustrations or anything like that, but the content, the poetry, and the better part of the imagery was there, though I submitted the wrong version. So, it doesn't matter, no one read it anyway. Even the ones who told me they would. Even people who said they would buy it when it got published. And I went for offering it for free instead to support a charity for you, Leo. Instead of publishing on Amazon. Because there were also rights issues and concerns. I offered it for free to anyone who would just even come and look at my charity. They didn't have to make a donation, but if they would just please go to my GoFundMe site, where I'm trying to raise money for an attorney, and then to get off the street. thing I could offer was my book. It's all I had. It is my heart. It is the essence of me entirely. So I gave it away for free. Nobody read it for 2 years. Even people who looked me in the eyes, people who embraced me, people who prayed with me. It's a hard thing to recover from, so I've been following a dream that relies on others. But it's a big conflict that we had with your mom. Because I continue to trust. Because it's like jumping in that water or doing this video. I either do or I don't. I either believe or I don't believe. And if I do believe, then I won't doubt. Then I won't fear. And I won't give in to the storm or the tempest. I'll rise above it. I'll wait. I'm not patient, but I'll wait for love to reciprocate. Just because it doesn't come the way I want it, or in my timing, doesn't mean it isn't there, or that it isn't on its way. Some call it faith. I don't like that word. Just like I don't like the word God because it invokes religion. This isn't religion. This is just truth and love. It's as simple as that. It's a religion if you make it yours. And even then, that's not the definition of religion. It's spirituality. However you want to see it. So I wrote this book, and with it there were some illustrations and pictures. And in the process of sharing those pictures, people gave me positive feedback and encouragement. Told me that it had touched them, inspired them, and that I should share it. It brought back a reflection of you, Sterling, in your photos and how beautiful they were, how touching. I don't mean pretty, like in nature. I tried to share that with you. You kept saying there's all kinds of pictures of nature out there. People who know more about photography, people who have prettier pictures, people who are already established. You just didn't see what I saw. It wasn't about the quality of the photo or even what you took a picture of. It was your perception of what you saw. When it came through in your photography, it was just spiritually moving. But not even way else to say it, Sterling. You have a gift of perception that when shared with others, they see it too, and they get inspired. It's like magic. And I tried to share that with you. I wasn't successful. That's okay. But what's not okay is that if I would share that with you from the deepest depths of love in my heart, why wouldn't I share that love with my own self? Why wouldn't I impart the same words to myself with as much love for myself as I have for you? Because I should love me too. So I took a couple pictures, bought some frames, got a 3 reminder, and all these things were money I didn't have. Came back and cost $1 matter. Difference between having heat for the night or not, or a place to get in and out of the cold, to get a cup of coffee. Every sacrifices that you made. Standing out, feeling embarrassed and humiliated, with a binder with 2 pictures on it, with a sign asking for $5. A beggar, kind of, sort of, at least offering something in return, an equal exchange. I don't feel like that's begging, but yet I feel like a beggar when I'm out there. but I do it anyway. It's what I believe. Regardless of how it makes me feel in the moment, I'm concerned about how I feel for eternity. This moment is fleeting. I'll feel entirely different tomorrow, the next day. And I'll circle back to these same feelings again, too. They'll feel different. It's the flow of life and love. It's in my book. It's what I believe. So I gotta live it. Otherwise, I don't really believe it, do I? I just hope. Or am I lying to myself? Or I'm a hypocrite. Lies and hypocrisy are a waste of life's time. And I don't want to waste a minute of it. Well, from 2 pictures, a 3-ring binder, about over a dozen photos, and they're all mine. And then there's this old video thing, this whole social media thing. Oh, it's gotta be the hardest part, doing this, putting this out there. And I'm doing it anyway. I hope I'm not embarrassing you, children. But if I am, at least I'm doing it being true to who I am. Because I gotta tell you, son, what I'm most embarrassed of are all those moments where I put aside my own self for somebody to get myself from you. And you know, that obscures your perspective. It just counts to what I want for you. So I'm trying to bring things into balance. Try being the key word. Success is another story. I guess it depends on how you measure. I don't guess. I know. It depends on how you measure. Start of any project, right from the get-go. Let's clearly define the objective. I've gone down that other path before. What a hot minutes. Pardon me. Long video. It'll take a while to upload. Gotta get these things shorter. I'll break them up into smaller sections. I don't know. But then I break up the free flows. So that's what I've been doing. Is building this dream based off of these 3 things. My book. It is the foundation. The photos. And the social media, video, whatever this is to be. Don't even know. Next video, August, I'll share why these 3 things and why this way. It's a whole other conversation to take. But that's the platform, that's the triangulation, and that's where I'm at now. And that's what I've done with this time that I've been off the street. And well, I started it before I got off the street, right? Self-published and did this charity and everything homeless. Has got to mean something. To write a book about hope and about love. To write it in poetry. To publish it. Yeah, maybe not on Amazon. wait till I got housed. It was out there. It was open. It was available. And to do it when all was lost to me. I think that's beautiful poetry. And it shows me that I'm living what I believe and that my Creator is sustaining me. Because I couldn't have done this by myself. It's an impossibility. I had to find what was the reality in front of me and come through the other side. I am the God in me. So if any of this tragedy means anything to you, my children, I hope you see I live when I speak. So believe it or don't, that is entirely your choice. It has to be. But this is my witness, my testimony. And these photos didn't come to be because of me. Though I did my part, I did the deeds. It's a part of a team, my creator, and my creator's creation. We did this together. And where we go from here, we'll do together too. This isn't relying on me and my talents and my abilities. This is relying on life's love. All of us. And together. And we document where it takes us. So that you can see children and witness for yourself. And maybe in your own testimony. I love you. Be well. And nurture you. Till we talk again.